I have not done a reading for over a year and some change, and I just decided to pop back in during the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj mess because why not? This is the time to just really do a reading and sense the ongoing energy between them and just how far it can go because things have been super intense between them. It's literally on site. Whoever catches whoever first, they're gonna get a fucking ass whooping. And you know, people are saying that there's gonna be like a revisitation of the 90s and 2000s beef, like Biggie and Tupac or Foxy and Lil Kim. And well, they have been very vocal and very clear and literal about dropping the location, doing this and doing that, involving children in this. And it's got super personal, deeply rooted, and just even more chaotic and insane because Cardi kept poking around. Like this is an unbiased reading. And I always am unbiased. And, you know, we're just gonna keep it at that so we can't. Oh my god. I'm just shuffling the cards and the five of wands is literally there. Yeah, they do not fuck with one another. Sorry. I said do it twice. That's how you know. That's an illustrious energy is there. Let me stop. But they do not fuck with one another. It's really on side. There is that petty, volatile, violent energy. Like they will literally fight it out. It will get physical. There will be like a physical altercation between the two because you know children involved, niggas get in there too. They're going to involve those people. If you know, you know, because it's only so much I can say here. So yeah, they're going to be involving a lot of those people there, and everything is going to get there. Like this has gone beyond the Twitter beef, beyond the accolades, beyond the charts, and trying to replace Nicki and trying to do this or like trying to shade her, trying to get as Cardi, trying to do this and this and that. It's got super personal and super like ugly and super deep. It's like, oh, I can't. Okay, so Nicki's energy is like, oh, you know, I can beat your ass and I can get your ass, mobbed, whooped, however we want to put it, because I'm not going to say like the K word. And I will still get to, win again. I will still get to get a new beginning. I will still get to write songs about it. I will still get to whoop your ass on a diss track and with bars. Like, she will literally do this. Let's say, like, she will get the job done by night, and within the same night, so, like, the next morning, she's going to drop a song. Like, she can multitask, That's what she's saying. Multitask, whatever. I'm not American, so, anyway. The area between them, it's just a lot going on. It's like they're doing all this and everything, but they're literally not seeing or choosing not to see the cracks within their foundations, the cracks within both of their homes, the cracks within their families. Like both of them drag each other's families. Cardi always goes for, quote unquote, the juggler and tries to get a rise out of her by mentioning her family, mentioning her husband, her brother, her father, and her child and all that. But last night, literally before Nicki just uh, went ahead with the violating long ass tweets or posts and essay, I just literally heard all bets are off. You're mentioning my motherfucking child, insulting my motherfucking child, so all the bets are off. And she just started going the fuck in on her. The thing is, the thing about Nicki is like she's going to troll the fuck out of somebody until like she gets them right where she wants them. She gets them right where she wanna line them up, and then she's gonna start like scoring instead of saying another word. She's gonna start scoring them like those balls that be there. So she did just that. She kept baiting her and baiting her, and I hate using Twitter lingo or just like using these expressions, but she kept kind of like slowly dragging her out of, because Nicki sees Cardi as a rat. Like I'm literally seeing a fucking rat with Cardi for Nicki. Like she literally sees her as that, and she sees her as a rat hidden in a fucking hole. So she kept like slowly dragging her, like pushing, things that she can bait her with out there. And Cardi just kept taking the bait, taking it until she got her rights where the fuck she wanted her, and bam, she just spazzed out on her. Like, she did not wait and listen, because like, you're coming from a motherhood. Exactly. I wish I found so fucking weird, because like, I'm sorry. I mean, when they go low, I go lower. Like, I can go to the pits of the motherfucking hell. Sorry about the cussing. But, like, there are a few things that you can, like, draw the line at. First of all, insulting women. Insulting people with infertility issues. Women in general. Like, just because... It's gonna sound so rude, but it's like, you have children. You have babies. So, like... Just because you pop them just like that, like a fucking rabbit, does not give you the right to just like be shaming at the women for like, their fertility or like infertility or just their uterus problems. Like, literally, I'm gonna quote Rachel Green from Friends. Like, why are you giving opinion on at the women's uteruses? Like, that's her uterus, that is her life, her opinions and whatnot. Like, you're going through every single fucking thing. But like the real tea that you claim to be having on Nicki. And the thing is, like, the tea or whatever it is that she be having on Nicki is literally old and is stemming from other people's insecurities and other people's like second thoughts, and it's something dead. Like, it's literally having no actual truth to it. Like, if she could actually get to give us the real tea about her, or the things that could be exposed about Nicki, like something that has to do with her marriage, something that has to do with her family, okay, like, I can believe that. But to be saying a lot of just bullshit and nothing and talking about like you have tea on a fucking 5 years old child is insanity. And Nicki was like, she was cool, she was cackling, she's still laughing about this shit because she's trolling and tagging the fuck out of Cardi. But to be talking about, her child, her pregnancy, her fertility and infertility and everything, and then claiming that Nicki has been talking about you and wishing ill on you and your babies and everything is crazy when Nicki has not done so. Like, Nicki can do a lot of evil things or like can say a lot of mean, rude ass shit, and Nicki is always and has always been unhinged. So for her to claim that Nicki has said like a lot of things about her baby, about her children, about her daughter and whatever is crazy. But since she has been saying all that, Nicki now finally started to do everything that she started, or that she has been saying about her. So it's like, I'm literally right here. What the fuck is up? Like, I'm saying all that now. What the fuck are gonna do? That's literally her energy. Cause, yeah, as I said, the energy is like super intense around this. And it's like super, mentally, like, how can I say this? Like, mentally draining and kind of like just foggy. It's like so much going on and so much like verbal insults being hurled at one another and everything. Lots of aggravated energy, lots of bitterness, lots of frustration, lots of feelings of like despair and feeling like I'm the victim here. Hello, or like, okay, I'm the bad guy. Okay, this is not it. It's like a lot of things. A lot of things are kind of like circling around this. And as I was saying before, I even started speaking about like Nicki saying that, now you're talking about my fertility, talking about like my coochie, talking about this and this and that. So, it was like all bets are off. So she came in clear as hell with the message and said, I'm ready to just end this and like strike this shit down. Because like, she's ready, she's fiery, she is fired up. It's like she's getting ready to just actually do something. And the thing is, like, Nicki has said yesterday that she's gonna do something today. So is Nicki actually like dropping a song? Is Nicki dropping a song today? Let me see. Is Nicki dropping a song today? Doesn't look like it, but then again, there is something about like trying to keep the elements of surprise. Like she's not gonna do so, but she might if she actually like pokes her enough. Like if she pokes the bear enough, she might do something. Like I got something for that ass. But she's definitely let me see before I say that. Yeah, she's definitely like rejoicing, as in like I'm still the queen, I'm still here. You still couldn't dethrone me, you still couldn't like dethrone me, you still couldn't replace me, you still couldn't outsell me, you still couldn't do my numbers. I'm still the fucking empress of this shit. Like I still did not find somebody to replace me. People are still trying to do that shit, and you failed. You couldn't do anything. Like you couldn't even outsell me. You couldn't do this and this and that. It's like she's cocky about it, and she's like, okay. Everybody has been wanting to do that shit, and she has been thinking about it, and she has been, you know, really kind of like, I wouldn't say staying up like all damn time, but like she has definitely been thinking about it to the point that she started to overthink, and it just started irritating her head and just really giving her a headache. And like going back and forth, like would she actually do so? Would she, try to do this? Like she's doing all this and she's going down so many routes and like trying to achieve so many things and doing so many tactics to try to outsell on me, but she did not do so. And that is something that literally made Nicki rejoice. Like, haha, that laugh that Nicki does is like, ha ha ha. Um, like, you try to do all that shit, but I'm still here. The queen is still queening, I'm still reigning, and you're still a prototype of me. Literally, when I'm here, like a prototype. Just one of the many ones they had sent to kind of like end me and finish me and whatnot, and they had not succeeded. And as I said, if they would focus or like shift their focus into their inner world, they could save up a lot of their failing relationships and fill up lots of those broken cups that they have surrounded like their families, that tension, all that despair and like helplessness that is going on there. There's like so much shit going on within their houses, within their homes, within their families. Yet they're trying to focus that shit on like their beef and kind of like, well, I wouldn't say like try to revive it, but just go at it and have like another direct round, because it's not given. People are saying this like this is worse than 2018. I mean, it did get physical back then too, but this time around, like they're going to include many other ones. Especially like the JS. But I said yesterday that there will definitely be like a message sent with somebody getting hurt in each of their camps or like one of their camps, and is somebody like close, like a close relative or like a close friend or somebody that they know, that is going to be like a message, it's going to be made. It's like, it happens and someone just says like, this is a lesson, take this as a lesson, this is a message, this is just like a warning, because it might give the Foxy and Lil Kim one, but not truly, like not really. None of them will actually get to get that hurt, but there's something about like this is real life, this is right now, and right now isn't like the 90s or like the 2000s. The reality of this is something else. There is frustration, there is anger, there's like lots of boiled up anger. It's like a lots of anger, oh my god, lots of resentment too. The thing is, like, both women are intuitive, but like both of their intuitions are picking up on different things, you know sorry. I had to drink some water because this is intense. Like both of those women are both of these women's intuition, as I was saying, are picking up on different things. Nicki has said in one of her tweets, oh my god, now I have to just like go look at her tweets, because she said that Cardi I have to go look for it. Sorry. She said that, she is using hexes, she's using all these rituals and everything. And in a sense, Nicki ain't lying, because everybody just has to use some sorts of symbolism. Nicki knows this. Sometimes people might think this is, myself, I might think that this is hypocritical because, like, everybody uses that shit, herself included. So, like, yeah, she uses to, like, do a lot of things, but, like, not as twisted or, like, as dark as those people. But right now she kind of, like, shifted it. She knew some more about, like, the light one, the, like, light energy, and a lot of things about the moon, lots of things about, like, the intuition, about water, about manifestations, about, like, speaking things into existence, the laws of assumptions, the laws of, like, discernment, the laws of, like, a lot of other things that she had learned and she had mastered upon, or, like, people just practicing them, and of course, like, throughout those years and this whole time. So yeah, Nicki sure did hex her verbally too, because she's talking about, like, you will shrivel, you will die from the inside, and a lot of those things as well. I'm literally going to find those tweets. Like, I have all the time in the motherfucking world to do that shit. So yeah, she told her do something in New York, heavy on it. Definitely called her ran through woman. Told her coochie's ass, pussy flopped, album flopped, pussy flopped, never wanna fight, outrank you in your own, shut the fuck up, come fight, sympathy baby, couldn't pull, 228K, aborts mission. It's just, like, a lot going on. She also told the fans to delete the music and stop listening to it, because this music has been dipped in evil spirits, and their sole purpose is to unleash the spirits of drama in your lives. We rebuke it back, to the pits of hell. It shall not stand. Delete it. Yeah. Where is that shit? Okay, so she said, the devil has come to collect. You sold your soul. You made the pact, but you lost. Now here it is. You have been neutralized in the mighty name of Jesus. Well, every word you speak on me or mine will curse your enablers more than your dizzy brain could ever fathom. Sorry. And she said, you are about to shrivel up and die inside. That is a curse. One is, well, a spell protection, and then a curse, a hex, or whatever. So, yeah. She just had to say that shit. So, there is that too. There is something else here that I'm trying to find, because I literally retweeted this myself, but I cannot find the one that I want to find. Did she delete it? And of course she had to pop Jay-Z, because she Cardi B was spotted in Rock Nation and whatever upon the release week. So yeah. Okay. Cause she said, like, the rituals, you made a pact and all that stuff I said. And yeah. She said, like, you did all those rituals and whatever, and you still failed, basically. So, yeah. She said, you're also doing, like, that symbolism of crawl and all that, and you don't know, like, the proper meaning of that shit. Yeah, there it is. I'm sorry. So after calling her daughter a vulture and everything, and she called her a crow, like, called her a vulture and her mama a crow. So stupid to not see once Wendy ate that crow what happened. So, like, we can. The thing is, like, the way that Nicki's mind works is amazing to me. Like, this woman, that's the thing, that's literally what the fuck I've been saying. Like, if she can just actually fire herself enough up to do all this and like to tap into her actual self and like her actual and find like her actual inner passion for this shit, she can, sorry, she can just do wonders and she can do a lot of things. So yeah, because like we saw how Wendy was and everything after that, and Wendy has eaten that because she said that Kim and Kanye's marriage wouldn't last for 72 days and whatnot, and after she had lost, she ate those crowds. And everything has been going downhill ever since then for her, apparently. And yeah, like you're doing all this symbolism while really not uh, digging up the deeper meanings for a lot of those, and like the symbolism and whatnot is crazy. She also said that they played you to do that. Hex to yourself, you flop ass heavy tongue hoe. And shit has not been sweet ever since. So yeah. Like Nikki's intuition is on 10. It's always like showing her things. She dreams of things. She sees things and a lot of the other stuff. Cardi, on the other hand, is like she can play into the darker stuff and everything, but it's like she does not see what benefits her the most. She just does whatever, but she does not do it with like pure intent or like that type of precision and just really knowing what to do. So it's just not hitting. Like she could have celebrated her win and actually like given back the same enthusiasm that she's had while she was promoting her album and whatnot, but instead she was telling the fans to bookmark this week, and she has been going on spaces before the album ever like was announced, talking about like she was going to outsell, she was going to do this, it was going to be better than Invasion of Privacy, and it really was not better than Invasion of Privacy. Even before like I saw the Nikki Twisty whatever, because I have done like written readings on Cardi B's album and whatever, and I got most of it right, if not all of it. It just felt like, you know, upon just channeling it and reading on it and whatever, if I have listened to the album firsthand or like I have known it all and whatnot, and it just did not have any elements of surprise. It wasn't that good to me. I only liked it one song because I literally listened to like four, I think maximum, because I could not listen to any. It just was very underwhelming to me and it just did not hit. I really loved Salute. I really liked some of the lyrics on, I think, Killing You Hoes. That's about it. The rest I just did not like at all. I really like Salute because it really did have the 2 Chainz style, because she took the song from him because she liked it and he gave it to her and she flipped it around. She said it on her interview with Kelly Rowland. And I really liked it how it sounded. It was good. But in this, I really just could not connect to the album or just have any sort of proper opinion on it. But other than that, you know, it was whatever. She just had, I'm just sorry, but like she really had her own expectations and like very high expectations about the album. Her fans have done everything they could and they got to buy in and all that, and they cracked that's, you know, 199.6 I think K, which was good. But she thought that she was going to do something else. Like she had a goal in her mind and she wanted to achieve that, I guess. She wanted to break several other records and all that. And she even added, you know, like several songs that dated back to years to do that shit fast. Let's see. Did Cardi B want to outsell Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 sales and album? Did Cardi B want to outsell Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 sales and album? Let us see. Yes. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. she and her team and her label had that shit on a whiteboard. Like, I'm seeing the fucking whiteboard with pins on it. It was so clear. Like, that was the goal. They were aiming for a higher record because, well, she was aiming for a higher record because they thought, or she thought that, she can do that. Like, she can outdo her, she can outrun her, she can do this and she can do that. Because, IOP just did better than I believe Queen back then and whatever. So she thought that this was going to be like a redo. But back then, even when Nicki was blackballed, she did what the fuck she did. And up to now, not even her album right now on its second week can do what Queen did. Like, it literally did the half of its sales right now. Like, Queen on its second week did, I believe, 15,000, and hers just like 7,500. This could I know this because I usually read about it earlier on Twitter. So, like, it's just crazy. Like, she literally thought that she was going to do that. Like, she was literally celebrating, and people told her not to celebrate it early, but she did. She was rejoicing and celebrating all that, and they were trying to tell her not to celebrate that because they were not going. I mean, I say this with the utmost honesty. They were not going to push her or give her that boost or like payola that she used to be getting and boost fraudulent numbers and whatever to like boost her, because she needed to learn a lesson. Like, her label literally wanted her to learn a lesson from all this, and they wanted her to go down the route that they actually, ooh honey, that they that they actually like wanted her to learn. They wanted her to do something about like commercial songs, commercial breakout songs, like WAP, like poppy like songs. That's kind of like got her to where she is right now. But she wanted to prove to herself that she's a rapper. She's among like the big names, among like the big lead. She wanted to do this and do that, and she thought that like she got it and that this was secured. Sorry, that this was secured because my allergies are acting up. And she got this in the bag and whatnot, and she didn't know about she did not know about the label's hidden agenda. Like, they wanted her to take this L so she can learn from this and actually start really listening to them, like start really listening back to what they were telling her and what they're advising her to do. All this money, you can make all this money and everything if you reinvent yourself, if you can just pop back with what we are creating for you, with what we're I'm here like orchestrating and okay, like, you can get your money back, you can get this and this and this if you let us doll you up. It's like, she's there as like their doll, as their project. We orchestrate shit for you, we organize things for you, and you can do nothing but listen. That's why they half-assed her budget. They didn't give her everything. Like, she was jokingly saying that they might release her and whatnot, but let's see. There was some hidden truth, so it's exactly, that's what the fuck I've been saying. Sorry, I just gagged myself. There was some hidden truth to it. They're looking for some new talent, some raw talent that just can shut up and listen and do what they want them to do. Something about like a mixture of Sabrina Carpenter with like Doja and a likable personality like Cardi, but like who doesn't clap back and just gets too big-headed and gets too cocky. Like, this business is rocky. You can't just kind of like think that you got it all. Like, she literally wasted so many years to put this album out, and it was well received, but it just does not hit the same. Like, yes, people are talking about it, but I did not see like a trending song or a worldwide hit or international ass like acclaim of it or whatever. Like, it's not sticking out like Invasion of Privacy, and it has been overwhelming, and some of the songs are bubbling under the Hot 100 charts and everything. So it's really not like that album, but she might get some awards for it or whatever. But it's not in the conversation of like the big leagues or whatever else she claimed that it was going to be doing. Like she literally said that um, this is going to be like one of the greatest albums of hip hop if she can stay to herself and whatnot on Spaces one day, and she's literally biting back her words. Because she did not listen. Once again, I cannot stress this enough, because like they were literally looking at her sideways and they were looking at her woe, like boosting and going on about this and that, knowing damn well that they're causing a mess for her. Like they literally let her see this and get shocked on her own, because she thought that's what was done and what she was doing was enough. Meanwhile, it literally wasn't. And they're like, this lesson is going to serve her right to look within herself and just really know what's up. Like, if she listens to us, that's good. If not, then they're literally on the lookout for a new talent. They see her now as somebody who is reckless, somebody who is too cocky, somebody who thinks that, you know, she got it all. They're literally low-key starting to see her as like a bitter woman who just want to have like saying everything. That's the thing though. Like they, I don't know. Sometimes Cardi just want to act like she's an independent artist here and there, but if she really just like listens to them and whatnot, she can do well. But now, money is gonna be like owed to them. And it's like, we didn't give you the full budget, but you still owe us some money. There's like lots of things that are surrounding her finances and her money with her label as well. Like it's a lot of tension and arguments, just like a rocky state between them. Things are stale. She's having lots of realizations about a lot of things, like her jealousy, her her drama, her pettiness is literally not going to serve her on the longer run. Because Nicki can't do this. She can't outsell. She has her own talent to back this up. Cardi has her own talents when it comes to like visuals, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to like other adventures, other projects, other things that she can actually soar in, and she can actually do something in it. But rapping wise, she does not have the fucking talent. She's not a writer, she's not a rapper. She might be a reciter, but even then her her pronunciation and sorry, her enunciation also is literally not on 10. Because notice how I just started talking about that and my own shit just started like lagging, making me sound like a fucking illiterate person. Sorry, but like, you know, she's not as witty. She is not, you know, as like, she's not much of an instant thinker. Like, she can't think of a bar right now. We're talking whatever, and she gets like this right now. She can't come up with like a diss back. That is why back then she did not take the live option from, or like the one that Nicki had offered her, because she cannot do shit. What the fuck is she gonna do? If they give them a subject and whatever, where would she come up with that shit from if like both of them were in the room alone? Like what the fuck? Anyway, as I was saying, it's like a lot of stale ass energy when it comes to her and her label. Like it's a lot of awkwardness in there. So yes, she did want to outsell Nicki, but that shit just rocked her fucking world when she saw that she did not. You know, she had all that mouth, all that confidence in the world, and she got humbled. She got served. They ain't invested in her. So the time had come to just lay low about that one, you know. So Nicki had said that they thought like they literally fooled you to basically like hex yourself and whatnot. So do I want to ask about that? I mean, yes, I do. Nobody is forced to just like listen to this, but you know, there are a few things that I want to do, because like I'm a very analytical, and sometimes like a very like, I don't know, I just look into details. Like I'm very, very, very into just looking into details and into different perspective of the things to really analyze them and just see some hidden truths and like figure out new things and find them out. Because most people are just going to be talking about the beef and about their feelings, and they're going to be including like, oh, this is some source of karma, this is this is that. A lot of things are going to be mentioned, but it's like, why not just ask all the other questions that are also as important or just underrated, and not everybody will just be catching on that shit. Let's see. Spiritual, what is the spiritual energy around Cardi B's album, and just her life when it comes to what Nicki had said, like about her getting hexed and cursing herself with all that stuff. What is the spiritual truth and energy around that? Okay. What is? Well, yeah. Because Nicki always talks about like how she's a prophetess and like the high priestess, and she knows what's up and everything. As I said, both of those women are intuitive. It's just like on different levels and different things. And sorry, the same exact cardamom. It's like if she could, if she can just look past her madness, about like her anger, her madness, her frustration, feel like she always gotta be on the defense and whatever, she can get to actually diffuse what is kind of like coming in her life, because there is like things that are going to be things are going to be hitting her family, her home, her connection with that nigga, her love life. Like it's a lot of arguments, backs and forths, resentment. Oh god, let me see. It's like, oh, you mentioning my nigga, you mentioning my man, you mentioning this, you mentioning this. My baby daddy is this, my baby daddy is that. But it's like you don't hear the truth behind her words. Like you might think that she's dragging you and whatever, but she's right about that. Let me drink again. She's right about that. Like she might think that she's coming for her. She always has all that smoke and fire for her and whatever. But she's right. Like it's so much shit that is gonna be like burdening her and just making her realize that amidst all this chaos and amidst all these backs and forths and just having to defend yourself and everything, she was right. But she's gonna suck it up and still be with the man, because he's going to just be a pain in her ass too. Like that man is a flirt, that man is non-committal, that man just likes to, exactly, it's a once a reverse, a fucking playboy. He will literally fuck anything that breathes and anybody that breathes. He does not differentiate. He will stuff his dick up inside everybody with a hole. Sorry about that. She's going to really be all up in her head about this shit. It's like, again, I'm going through this shit again. I thought that I had this shit under control. I thought that I had this under wraps. The girl literally went to that fucking yacht with them, and he still did all that shit with all those women, and she was involved and she was around too. Like, oh, I'm the cool girlfriend smiling through the pain and whatever. And he still fucked all those women, and he's still going to have all those babies. Like, she is not the first woman in his life. She might be the main one, but sometimes she feels like she's not even the main one, or like it's just not true, basically. So yeah, it is going to like be hitting her home, her household, her love life, her mental health. Oh, it's definitely going to be affecting her. And he's really not, the man to just build a family with, or like plan a family with. Like he's very charismatic, very kind of like, fiery. I think he's a Sagittarius. I know he's a Sagittarius. I just remember because he shares the same sign as offset, and they all have like Scorpio in their big three. So she's gonna have to learn this shit the hard way. It's like she can't listen right now. She's way past reason and beyond that, and she's gonna have to learn this shit the hard way. So yes, she did have all the shit that Nicki has talked about and spoken about. And the fact that she's going to be singing all those songs on tour is just going to kind of like solidify that and manifest it into her life further. Okay. Let's see. I will not be asking about the children because that's not my business, and I just do not tap into that energy. Let's see now. Can I get Cardi B's energy about this whole Nicki situation in FEUD? She's like, bitch, bye. That's the first thing I heard right now. I'm gonna do her energy, and Nicki's one literally facing her. I'm gonna do the middle and see what we're going to be guessing, and then I'm gonna go from there. I just don't have the energy to just like be like, oh, what does each one of them feel? We're gonna do like a face off, and you know, if this ain't long enough, I'll just do each one separately, I guess. Sorry. It's just their energy is like in cahoots and like so intense that it's just makes my own goddamn fucking voice go. And just Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's shut them one more time. And okay, let's do this. Cardi B's energy towards Nicki Minaj. Ooh, it's like a lot of cards, but one flipped. It's like, oh, you're giving me traction. You're giving me all this money. That's one thing. It's like, okay, you're giving me traction, you're giving me all this money. Why can't you also accept the fact that we can be... It's something about like, why can't you just accept the fact that it can be more than one throne? We can both be co-ruled. We can both do our own thing. And Nicki's energy is like, I'm the owner of this house. I'm the fucking king of this shit. Not even the queen. Because like Nicki's energy is literally just... Well, you know, Sagittarius is a masculine side. Yeah. Masculine side, sorry. Because like I was going to say she's in her masculine side. But, she's literally sitting there and just hold on now before I say something. She's like, okay. Wait. Their true real energy towards one another. Their true real energy. Why was I gonna say Beyonce? Oh my god. Cardi B's true real energy beneath all this shit. Beneath all those posts, beneath all these tweets. Her real energy towards Nicki. Okay. Now we're going somewhere. Now we are going somewhere. Like, now we're really going somewhere. Because at first it's just like, her energy towards Nicki, and it's like, you know, why can't you accept that we can just make money and co-rule and whatever? Like, why are you not leaving me alone? Why are you doing this? Why are you like harassing me? Why are you this and that? Because this is literally what she portrays to the public. And her true real energy towards her is like, why can't you leave me the fuck alone too? Like, that's there. That is not changing. It's just like, this is not over. She knows that this is not over. She knows that this is still stuck in the past. She knows that this is a never-ending cycle. And it's like, I just have to defend myself. I always have to defend myself and just be on guard and be on the 10 with you. Like, I always have to do this shit. Why can't you just leave me alone? Why can't you just bury this shit and let it go? But at the same time, it's like she's still keeping tabs on her. She's also still, you know, like keeping receipts on her and getting tea on her, because, you know, I'm always clap back. I'm always do this and this and that. Like, I will not let you win over me. I will not let you win over me. She also thinks that Nicki is kind of like rattled and jealous over her own success, and like she's not backing down from this, because she knows that Nicki is jealous and like bitter over the fact that, you know, she's also receiving success, and she can also like pull closer numbers to her than the most and than the rest. Okay, let's see. Because that's the truth I was saying. Like, she literally sees Nicki as somebody is jealous. She's just like, this is never ending. This is never going to stop. Like, no matter how successful or how this is going to turn out, it's always going to be an issue. Oh, by the way, this literally just reminded me. Did Cardi B actually want to go on tour with Nicki Minaj, on a joint tour with Nicki Minaj, and like have a joint album with her? Did Cardi B really wanted? Sorry, did Cardi B really want a joint tour and a joint album with Nicki Minaj? Yes, that was such a fucking strong and quick yes. She did, but Nicki refused it, and it also was one of the reasons that fueled their beef further. Because how fucking dare you? Like, we could have made such a good team or like such a good amount of money, but you refuse this, thinking that you're the bigger bitch or like that you have the bigger hits. Why? Yes, Nicki refused this. It fueled their beef. It fueled the hatred. It fueled the pettiness. It fueled the competition and the competitiveness between them, and it just made it worse. It's worse in the cases. I mean, let's be real. Even if they literally had this, there still was going to be pettiness and competition between them and that shade. And it was going to get uglier than this too. Like, it's literally the same shit. And the thing is, like, okay, so this is true, and Nicki is literally known for not lying on shit. Like, everything just comes out to be true at the end. So, like, Cardi B denying this, I really wanted Nicki to give us the recorded call of this, because Nicki just literally timestamps everything and records everything. Will Nicki Minaj eventually like give us the recorded call? Will Nicki Minaj give us the recording? Will Nicki Minaj give us the recording? Will Nicki Minaj give us the recording? It's like there is hesitation in this. She's definitely sitting on it. You know, she's definitely pondering whether or not to actually do it, because this is like a golden opportunity to shut Cardi B the fuck up. It's going to anger her so much more, like literally so much more. But there is that energy of like, you know, her wanting to do it, because it's like there is nothing to lose. But there might be some stuff to lose there. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, because there is some money and like opportunities and shit there to get lost or be wasted if that is to be happening. But there is a chance of her actually like doing this. There is a chance that she's like higher, but there's also like that chance of, or like that percentage of her just like sitting on it and just pondering and like pandering and wondering like whether or not to do that shit. You know, we're just going back and forth with that in her mind and just really deciding to be strategic about this. Like, okay, so Cardi B is the type to just think about the money. She's the one who wants the hustle. She's the one who wants the money. She's the one who wants like to just get the bag, to fill up her pockets and whatever. Nicki is the type to just like be strategic and kind of like really see how far this is going to go, or like see further down the road than just you know, like jump into shit just blindsided, unless her anger got the best out of her. But even then, she still makes shit work within her mind before she even like goes further into that shit, you know. Nicki's energy towards Cardi was like, you know, I am the one sitting on the throne. You're the one bowing down to me, or like you're the one I'm looking down on, just like dirt on my shoes. Nicki does not respect her as an artist. She respects her hustle. She respects the way she came up in there. She definitely okay, so how can I word this better? I would say that Nicki, it's not like she doesn't respect her as an artist, but I would say that she doesn't respect her as a rapper. But an artist overall who carved a name out of herself, she definitely fucks with that. She definitely like respects that, but she does not see her as an actual rapper or a writer in that matter. And it's like, Nicki's like, you can't come into my culture and just really not basically like undergo the same challenges and whatever. Like you had everything on the golden platter. Like she sees that, she did this and this and this to rise up and have herself high up there, but it's like the come up is not the same. It's kind of like giving Beyonce like you wishes cannot uh say that you're the queen or the king of this shit while you do not like sweat and drip blood and sweat through all this shit and down all those stages and do all this stuff and just you know do it. Like you couldn't even do that shit. And Nicki's the same way. Like you can't just come to my culture and come into my domain and think that you can have a one up on me or like you can beat me and outrun, outsell, outstream and just like have my throne and sit on it without undergoing some challenges, without actually like carving your name out of the fucking dirt and whatnot. Like it's just you're just giving this, you're a fraud, you're a fool. And she doesn't respect her as a woman either. As an artist, yeah. I would say that the percentage of her respecting her is like below 60. But she sees what she does. As a rapper, as a hip hop artist and whatnot, she does not respect her. As a woman, either. Either. She cannot stand her. She loathes her. She loathes the fuck out of Cardi. It's like, like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you talking about? We are not the same. Don't ever like put yourself into the same category as me. You are not within the same category. You're not like me. You're never going to be like me and whatnot. So like, you can try to, but you're not gonna achieve that. And so, Nicki was just like, bitch, hell no. Fuck no. So yeah, she does not fuck with her. She just sees her as somebody who is like, as I said, a liar and a fraud. Somebody who just falsely accuses her of shit. She is not going to be forgiving her. She is not going to go easy on her either. She sees her as somebody who is weak, who is kind of like sick, who is very much like ill-intended. She sees her as somebody who needs to snap of whatever bubble she is in there, because she sees her as somebody who's like very deluded and somebody who's so insecure and so easy to rattle that she just enjoys the fuck out of this. That's literally what I've been saying throughout this whole day, is like Nicki is choosing like the narcissistic type of approach, like literally triggering her and just trolling the fuck out of her and rage baiting her until she took the bait, and she just literally made her spit out her insides and just show her hand out. And that is something that Nicki is really good at. Like she can pinpoint. The thing about Nicki is like she's going to pinpoint the real weakening and triggering points of somebody, and she's going to hurl them at them. Like she's going to do that shit with things that people were insulting her with, the things that people were throwing at her throughout all this time, throughout everything that she's been saying, her insecurities, the shit that she tweets, the shit that she posts, the shit that she gathers from people. Because like Cardi might say that she got the tea on Nicki, but Nicki actually does have the tea on people, and she does have all the tea handled to her. And it's like sometimes her intuition be telling her stuff, and then she gets the confirmation and everything else very soon, or like very much like real quick after she gets the dream or like the download or whatever, because that's what happens with intuitive people. And Nicki's very much like attuned and whatnot, so there is that too. She just plays out on Cardi's most doubtful points and things that she has kind of like gathered on her for a whole while. So that's like the roaming energy between them is very much toxic. They can make, the thing is like they can make a whole shit amount of money off of this if they can profit off of the beef and actually take it to the fucking booth. Like they can make an insane amount of money, and this can go down the 2018 run if Nicki really plays it nice and actually does have a queen type of a Queen Era type of feature run, or just like, you know, songs and shit like that. Like, oh my god. And it will be in her favor, like sales wise and whatever. Like it would be very ferocious between them, unless they actually just would try to sabotage that shit again to make her have that again. But then I'm hearing like this is not 2018, bitch. Like she's got that shit tight. Nicki is very much, no, luck is in her favor. Sorry, I mean, you know, like luck is in her favor. Like not no, but Nicki is literally like, no, bitch. You know, I literally know what the fuck is up. This is not going to be a horror redo of the past. Exactly, this is not going to be a horror redo of the past. I literally know what the fuck I'm doing. She's literally making her say everything that she wanted to say, or that she had been dying to say, unlike the past. Like she came for that shit, and she is mad, but she loved every single second of it, because it just it just had showcased the amount of like disloyalty, the amount of tension, the amount of friction that is there between them, and the disconnect and the hatred, and how each one of them is like stalking the other one. For Nicki, it feels like, you know, she knows that Cardi had been stalking her, and this whole thing has just confirmed it further for her, and has just showed her how how deep she be in you know, she be in her business and like her life, always trying to get a good like angle of it and get a grip on Nicki's reality to try to merge it into her own. Oh, that's sick. Nicki just sees her as a fucking stalker down. And that's the Temperance, the ultimate Sagittarius card, which is the Nicki card. Well, one amongst many. But you know, yeah, that's just a confirmation. Like she sees that. She's definitely had kind of like tried to cool herself off, and has cleansed herself off of like the energy of yesterday, but she still got something for her today, because I'm hearing that I still got something for that ass. I still got something for that bitch. Like if she thought that this was over, it's still not. Because it's not over until she says so, and until she just gives her an actual the clear message. Like she's still going to do that shit tonight. She's still going to give her that clear message, and she's still going to let her know what is up. Like, yeah, she's not going to back down. She's not going to let her just kind of like bitch her, or think that she won, or like she had the upper hand, you know? So yeah, if they could just take this into the music and turn it into disses and into track records and whatnot, they can break several records actually, and they can be trending for days throughout this month, and they can just get a lot of money and profits off of this. And there is something that I think is going to be doing on Cardi B's birthday, I think, which is like, I don't remember when was it, like the, because Cardi is a Libra, right? Cardi's, I think it was the 13, or like the 2 oh, the 11th, huh? Oh, it's the 11th, because I'm saying like the 11th of the 13th of October, 13th of October, and something with like the number 27. But yeah, October is gonna be like a very fun month for both of them. Something is gonna be happening on October the 12th. 12th. Oh, that just came so out of nowhere. I don't even know where the fuck it came from. And something with like October the 13th. So like October the 13th. Very interesting indeed. But yeah, anyway, that's just that's just what it is, you know. If she's going to do something on her birthday, then she's just going to. Ain't nobody gonna stop her. I'm just going to be enjoying the mess. So yeah, that's that is about this. I'm sorry, I'm just writing down the dates because I just have to. I be posting this shit on like my privates on Twitter because I just really like to bookmark that shit and actually go back to it once I'm right. Just for my own fun, you know. Let's see. Let's see what else can I get on Cardi B. How does Cardi B truly really feel about this whole situation with Nicki Minaj? It's like I hear her sighing and she's really stressed. She might even go into like early labor by like a few weeks or like a week or something. Again, she just literally feels like she always has to defend herself against Nicki. Like she's always testing her boundaries. She's always coming at her. One thing about Cardi is like she feels like Nicki comes at her at the most times where she feels, or like when she feels the most vulnerable. That's one thing that Cardi feels like. She strongly feels that, and she vividly kind of like believes and feels that. Like she believes in that so firmly. It's crazy. It's like you always trying to stir shit up with me when I'm pregnant or when she's vulnerable, and everything. It just stresses her out. It's like she really believed the one tweet that she said, like, you're always saying this when I'm pregnant, always want to do this and whatever. When I'm carrying a child and whatnot, but never when I'm outside. Like, she strongly believes that. She believes that Nicki has, like, an ill type of intention on her and just wishes bad on her. And, like, she's trying to do something that is kind of, like, trickster, like, or, like, tricking her into. Which is, I mean, I don't think that Nicki wishes ill on her when it comes to her pregnancies and whatever, but that's definitely her paranoia speaking. But again, this is like her energy, so I really can't just say much about it, you know. Let's see. What else can we get? It's like she sees Nicki as this woman who just wants to hurt her, just wants to do this and this to her, you know. And she is standing 10 toes down behind us. I'm sorry. Like, I was gonna say 10 down out of nowhere. Oh my god, I would need to be like cleansing myself out of her energy afterwards, because this girl, her words are all jumbled. Like, bro. Okay. So, as I was saying, she really thinks that, you know, Nicki is really coming for her, really trying to just irk her and do this and this to her so she can just not have the easiest time and just really be out of her wits with her. She believes that. She really also did or does believe in Nicki having fertility issues. It's like, oh, you're jealous because I can just be pregnant and become pregnant whenever I want to, which is so crazy. But I have been feeling this ever since like the first or within the first minutes of the reading, but I have forgotten to say this, and I also just did not want to. But now it just came out so strongly and like so vividly. It's like, oh, you know, you got those fertility issues. Like, I tricked you and I triggered you so bad that you just couldn't fan them and reply back. But now you got all this smoke for me. Like, you know. Which is so crazy because, you know, who the fuck would have wanted to get a fucking child with Meek Mill anyway? Like, no shade. Actually, all shade, because the fuck? Oh my god. Ooh. Nicki really is tweeting right the fuck now as I am speaking. Live tweeting. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, she has been going on for like 30 minutes. That's so crazy. She's going at it again. But now, not only just on her, but on Cardi. Sorry, on Cardi, Jay Z, and everybody. She mentioned Aaliyah and R. Kelly. Oh my god. This is crazy. Harvey, your time is up. Dreadlock Rasta, besides you. Yours is up too. Oh. Well, everybody's fucking cashing it. G. Huberson and Doodoo James, your time is up. Oh my god, we're back to those fucking memes. Anyway. But yeah, this is just going to be a very long day once again. But again, Nicki is just not going to let up. That's exactly what I have been saying throughout this reading. So yeah, let's see. Oh, the card flew. Yeah, Nicki definitely is doing a number on Cardi. It's like, you know, Cardi is like, you're jealous, you're broke, you're insecure. You think like you have the control of everything and all that. Meanwhile, your husband isn't the best. It's like she's always still thinking of that. She's trying to look above that, all and be past all that, and just free herself of like this shit, but it's just going to keep following her everywhere. As I said, she could profit off of this if she actually also drops a song. Like they could both profit off of this, or they can just keep this shit on the Twitter, on the Twitter. Wow, on Twitter, like on social media as a whole, and they can still make, I guess, money off of this from the checks that they'll be getting or whatever. But it's not as much as it would have been on songs. So, yeah. I just did not think that Nicki was going to mention Aaliyah. Girl, like... Anyway. Let's see. Let us see about Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. She is not going to let up. She is literally not going to be letting up. And she is just going to keep doing this over and over until she like deems it to be kind of enough for her. Because nothing is going to stop her now. Like the dam has been broken. So yeah, she sees Cardi somebody who is easy to like overthrow, who is easy to poke, who is easy to just like play with. She's definitely going to be coming for her money because she told her that she's going to be sued and she's going to be homeless and she's going to, basically give her a run for her money and whatnot. She definitely is going to be coming for her money. She's definitely going to profit off of this too financially. She's being loud and clear for her. She's like delivering all the messages and just being the voice of reason. Even though her approach is very like chaotic and all that, but it's just, it is what it is, She's keeping up with everybody. She's not letting she's not kind of like just letting her foot off of their necks, and she's also not just putting her ammunition down, basically, because I was gonna say another word, but let's just keep it at that. So yeah, she's going to keep saying this, she's going to keep doing all this. She doesn't care about anything else. She finds this to be entertaining. She finds this to be something that she finds some joy in it. So she's going to be doing this until she feels the need to stop. Like, she's literally going to keep dragging her by her lace front, is what I heard. So yeah, even though it's also giving her some unrestness and some restlessness. I am so sorry. but she's still going to do what she's going to do, and she's going to say what she's going to say, because nobody's going to check her for her and according to her, because nothing phases her. But it's something gets into her. Things have triggered her also, even though she's trying to showcase the opposite. They have both triggered each other, and they both do trigger each other, and the justice at the bottom of the deck. Upright, so confirmation. And yeah, they just better stay safe and prayed up. And Nicki's just swinging now. Like, as I said, when she gets to be angry and everything, she's swinging. She's coming in hot and very clear, and like articulating it well. But oh, again, she uses all those nicknames and all these shits because she refuses to actually like mention them by their real names and whatever. It's very vivid and it's like very chaotic and whatnot. So let's just hope for the best when it comes to all of this, and that they both stay safe and have protection. So yeah, this has been the very long reading of Cardi and Nicki. And it's like still happening, still unfolding. It's still not going to stop. As I said, this whole month is going to be very fun and very like overwhelming and draining for both fan bases. Sorry. Also, of course, firstly to both of these women is going to be very chaotic until they just decide to kind of like give us a rest, which might be soon or like during the second week, or like I don't even know anymore, because it's just given that they're still going to be going at it just randomly and at whatever type of time and then whenever. So yeah, if you had stayed until the end, then I guess you owed a thank you. Thank you for staying, thank you for listening, and thank you for tuning in, and bye.